It's been 3 years since we graduated. Ever since then, life has been a blur. What started as an exciting experience to start a business doing what we love right out of uni has now become days and days of going through the motions. And whenever we have the chance to stop and reflect, we often think to ourselves, there's got to be more than this. So, feeling stuck and looking for an escape, we decided to do just that. We packed up our bags and headed out on a 1-week journey to Thailand. Looking back, as cliche as it may sound, this impulsive trip was us trying to find ourselves again. And the reason behind why we do all this. The simplistic approach of chasing trends to gain followers just didn't capture the complexities and nuances of life, which is why we wanted to make videos in the first place. We didn't want to just create a catalog of happy moments, but the ups and downs as well. And what better way to document those ups and downs than on a trip, right? Well, that's what we thought. We knew we wanted to make a video in Thailand, something that is different from what we usually do, and try to make it as much as a movie as possible. So we had no idea what the video was going to be about, what we want to highlight. All we knew is that it has to be a great video. It has to be. It just has to be. It's really quite funny because in the pursuit of making a really good video about the beauty of life, before we even realized, all we thought about was the video and we weren't even there to experience life.
I think I've been attempting to make this kind of videos for quite a bit already, but every single time we also end with us feeling like, I don't know, tense or what, or like...
Oh, it's too unnatural.
You know, or we end up asking each other questions like, how do you feel?
Yeah.
Like, what are you feeling now? What did we do today? But actually I'm thinking maybe for videos like this, is it possible that people only have a script when they are actually very present in the moment? So like throughout the entire trip, we don't actually focus so much on making the video, but more on like actually exploring. For example, if it's photography, we actually focus on just doing photography.
Right.
Or like taking shots, then we just focus on taking shots, treating it like a learning process. Like these 5 days, we treat it like a learning process only and not worry so much about this.
The video
actually making this.
I agree with your point where like I'm thinking so much about the video that I'm not even like enjoying the place already.
I forgot we are in Thailand already actually. It feels like another project we are doing already.
Yeah, that's why I feel like we're approaching it that way, which is a bit no good already.
We learned the first lesson of our trip on our first day already.
Yeah.
You can't fake deep content or thoughtful content out, even visually. You need to actually be present and have the experience before you can share that experience.
In a way, I am grateful that we had this realization on the first day into the trip, because it stopped us from creating something that we are not proud of. But at the same time, knowing that the trip was not going to be how we thought it would be, kinda just left us feeling very lost. Little did we know at the time, this simple talk that we had will serve as the North Star to the way we travel Thailand. I came across this quote once that I think sums up this whole experience. Happiness is a way of travel, not the destination. When we first landed, the entire trip felt claustrophobic and pressuring because of the looming pressure of getting a good video out. It felt like a constant ring in your head that you just can't get rid of. Until we had this talk that we had on a staircase in an artisan village in Chiang Mai. Nothing about the place changed, But that little shift in perspective that we had felt like our eyes are finally open to what Thailand has to offer. So, at the end of it all, we are left with one big question. How do we convey our experience as authentically as possible, and how do we experience authentically? Needless to say, that was something we have to learn.